I'm sat filming this video, right? And I'd nearly finished, basically. I noticed that there was a siren going off, and I thought, what the fuck's going on here? Like, and then my phone started vibrating. My phone's on Do Not Disturb.
What happened on the video?
Yeah. At that point, it said storm warning. I had the TV on, and it's saying, like, risk to life. Getting the lowest floor of a building or a basement or whatever. So I just thought, I'm going to keep working in the highest floor of the building.
Yeah, looking out of a glass window.
Yeah. And then the phone starts vibrating again. It says, like, tornado warning.
Oh, my God.
Hi, I'm Adam.
I'm Josh.
I'm back. It's the Breaking Beer podcast. This is not an advertisement, by the way. I realised I just went for the protein shake there midway through the intro. I don't normally drink protein shakes. In fact, I hate to drink calories.
Drink protein shakes.
It's because this fucking gimp kept me waiting today, so I've had to eat something, so I've got some energy, and I've got to like bump the... I went to Morrison's, right? No wonder everyone's getting... There's an obesity epidemic because there was not one salad to be had in Morrison's. Admittedly, it's a bit late on now. So
It's
maybe
funny you should say that, actually, because I was just checking the DMs on the Instagram where somebody's put a really shouty message towards us
Oh, yeah.
for fat shaming.
Yeah, why? What do we say?
Basically, I don't want to... I'm not laughing at this person. I'm laughing at what your reaction will be to this statement.
Go ahead. Let's see what the reaction will be.
Very few fat people don't know precisely why they're fat. To which I think we covered in pretty
well
good
with
detail.
Very few fat people do not know why they are not... Why they are...
Why they are fat.
What?
And not all of them want to change. Stop shaming people about their bodies. That wasn't the intention of the James Smith podcast.
Do you think maybe you should not have watched a podcast with a personal trainer whose job it is to get people in shape? I don't give a fuck if you're fat. You be fat if you want. I can give two fucking... So I've just got in there, haven't I? I'm definitely not going through a midlife crisis. I'm definitely not homeless or anything like that. But like, maybe just don't watch the podcast. Like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like the fact that James says, oh, you know what? Maybe that person's at risk of some like serious comorbidities because they're overweight. I don't. If you want to be fat and healthy, fat and happy. I don't give a shit. But like, don't get mad if somebody says this is how you'd become not fat. You know, just fucking chill out.
Wow.
We need to start the podcast again. What was that?
I think we need to rerun.
You need to fucking chill out,
the
mate.
intro. Yeah. So ultimately, because there were a couple of comments that was around that. The intention was not to fat shame. It was more to educate on how to be healthy. I thought the whole premise of the podcast was quite well. We basically said we don't want eating disorders and we don't want people taking steroids. We just want people to be in a calorie deficit and lift weights. That's kind of... I don't know
How dare we suggest such a thing?
James's whole, I don't know, influence of life is basically saying that in as many ways.
That sounds like a hashtag.
It is when...
Influence of life.
It's like, how many different ways can you just say that? Be in a calorie deficit, lift weights. That's kind of all it says.
Oh, that's dire, by the way. Can I do an anti-ad read?
What is
You
this?
Fit Light. Spelt wrong. Don't buy this. It tastes fucking awful. I mean, you'd expect that, wouldn't you? 96 calories. Just tastes like chemical water.
Are you all right, man? Anyway,
I'm all right, yeah. What are we doing today? We got comment.
I actually walked in and he hugged me today because you've been away for a couple of weeks and you came back early.
I've been away physically, mentally somewhat, but I'm back in the room now. It was really nice. I almost broke down in tears, but I held it back because I never really cry. I was actually going to give George a hug this morning, but his hands were full of things. But he did gesture to actually give me the hug nonetheless. I just thought he would drop one of the cups. And
right,
I said,
okay.
I want that
I was
to happen.
carrying dirty cups out of the studio.
Oh, yeah.
For like 3 weeks.
If he'd smashed the cup, though, that'd been like another £2 he's got to shell out like from the budget that we don't have. So
I've spent all the budget and put us even further into the hole because the sign's changed.
No, I've done that. That's happened now, and loads of people just unsubscribed because I went on a sweary rant about.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
went-
fucking care.
Do a really nice intro, like a good intro, as the people say. Should we do the comments?
Yeah, let's do some comments.
It's time for a YouTube comment from you.
Hey, we've got the
Did you add
jingle
that-
in house.
Did you add that little YouTube comments thing?
That was in the whole time.
That was in the whole time?
Yep. That was in the whole time. You just couldn't hear it.
Fuck. Well, I appreciate it being piped in.
Yeah, you could have probably fired that up a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're learning.
It's up now.
2 years in, still figuring this out.
First comment from Lewis M. This was on the 100th episode with Danny Mitchell. This is the best one yet and is genuinely one of the best podcasts I've heard / seen from any platform. Brilliantly delivered and such an interesting subject. It's inspired me to look into my own family tree.
That definitely sounds like it was from a bot. But if it's
Josh
not,
is Danny's burner account.
I think it was just he can't read.
Thank you very much.
It was an overwhelmingly positive response to that episode.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, it was a cool. That was a good. I'm glad that was the 100th episode, and Danny did a.
Do you know it's been
great
viewed
job.
18,000 times? That
Is that right?
that's nuts, that, isn't it?
It's not as nuts as you've been related to Charles Darwin and Mick Jagger. That's nuts.
Old Grandad Mick. On that topic, a lot of people have been messaging Danny about doing the family trees. So I think we put the Instagram handle Our Hidden Stories on the thing.
What?
But,
That's not the handle.
yeah, it is.
It's Our Hidden Histories.
Our hidden,
Fuck's sake, man.
Our Hidden Histories. Go to that. But he did say if you want one doing, just pay for your DNA testing doing first from Ancestry. He's got a link basically because it takes like 6 weeks, and if you ejaculate into it, they'll send it back.
Instead of spitting into it, yeah, then it takes a
Don't
lot
make
longer.
Adam's mistake.
Can you see all this shit up desk? Yeah, on the wide camera.
I was just thinking,
laptop.
Fuck's sake. You had one job.
what a mess.
Any more comments?
Yeah, we've got one from Janet Steele. That was a fantastic episode. I truly enjoyed the genealogical research and the discoveries made regarding your family history. What did your families think of the information?
I actually went and told. I said I had to tell my granny.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually tell before I left. But I had to, for reasons I shall not yet disclose, sleep at my grandma's house the other day, which was neat, even though she's 90 years old. But when I was there, I was like, oh shit, Gran, I meant to tell you before you died that you used to tell me when I was little that we were related to pirates. Turns out that's true. She's like, yeah, I know it's true. And I was like, yeah, I know, Gran, but like you've told me all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be that was true, but you were actually right, and Danny brought in some doubloons and shit. So
Yeah, my family enjoyed the. I immediately took there's the unedited version and sent it to them. I was like, watch this, because they were like asking me questions. I'm like, I can't regale what he's just told us for the last 2 hours.
it's an experience, right? You got to sit down and get the experience started.
I can't really remember any. Like I can't remember all of that. But yeah, amazing.
Another comment from Glenn Kremers. I'm shocked this pod was actually good. Came for the usual banter and some nugget eating. This was quality.
Cheers, Glenn. Yeah, I mean, it was as much a shock to us as it was to you, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We've hit some milestones, haven't we, for the first few weeks in January? 25,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A big guest. What else have we done?
Who was the big... Oh, James Smith. Yeah.
How did the video get received on your channel?
I know I've looked at the comments, but the performance of the actual video is fucking diabolical. But like that happens, and honestly, it doesn't really surprise me. I'm quite glad in a way because I lost in there, so like it just means fewer people saw me lose. But that was because I was mortally hungover because I had a bit of a drinking problem, I think, at Christmas for like 2 weeks. I'm sobered up now. It's all right. I'm back on the wagon. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's just that people don't like seeing videos with somebody else. I just think which is all right. I like doing it from time to time just to make it things interesting. I think the people that watched it probably did like it. I've not really looked at many of the comments yet. I've been quite busy. But yeah, I think it was just... I get that though, because I was saying to George, like when I love Bob Ross, I watch Bob Ross videos. Like if there's ever one of those like one-off videos where it's him and someone else, I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
So I get it, like, but we needed to do it to get him on the podcast, which is what you wanted. So
there were a bit of that.
Well, the podcast's doing well, 1 of 10.
Yeah,
As opposed to...
But there was a bit of that sentiment in the comments of the James Smith one, where it's basically like, we're not really asked if somebody else comes on the podcast. So you're damned if you do it, damned if you don't.
it's a nice change, wasn't it, from time? You just, yeah.
We always said it, we're going to be like, maybe this year, 1 a month if we can pull it off.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
I've got a couple of comments from that podcast as well.
Oh, go on then.
This is the comments episode.
Adam's endorsement. It's nice shit. Go buy some.
That's about that's the extent you're gonna get from any people that want to do like brand deals with me. No, but like if I did do them, that's what it would be like.
And Kevin KVS says this better not cross over with Beard's food challenge video, or I will have to click off and watch that first.
Nah, I just watched the podcast, man.
He then commented saying, "Oh shit, it's like conflicted. I'm off." That's literally part of the comment. He has like conversation with himself.
What was that guy's name?
Kevin.
Kev, I that means a lot to me. Thank you very much for clicking off. Watching the most important one, and then hopefully you came back. I don't know, but yeah, cheers, man.
Yeah, there was no subsequent comment to say, I'm back.
No, yeah. That's the world we live in, isn't it?
Yeah. So, Adam, you've been away.
I've been away, yes.
Where have you been, mate?
Okay. I went to North Carolina, South Carolina, briefly Tennessee. I meant to get up to Virginia and West Virginia, but it's just too much of a fucking arse ache. And,
Did you do the intro you said you were going to do?
what
West Virginia.
No, because I didn't go to West Virginia. Otherwise, I would have done. But no, I did.
How was your entrance to the country? How did that go down?
Smooth, man. Do you know why it was smooth?
No.
I didn't tell you this. I'm sure I told you. I went in. Normally said, "What do you do for a living?" Bit of a fucking minefield when you say, "Do you know what YouTube is?" Of course, sir. I know. I'm not. This is America. Of course, I know what YouTube is. That's like the entry. This time I was like, "I'm a podcast host." He's like, "Podcast host?" I was like, "Yeah. You know, we just talk about current affairs. Sometimes have guests on. You know, if we can bend their arm and get them on the show. But yeah, that's what I do." He's like,
Talk about pubes.
I left that part out, but I said,
Curdled
"Yeah,
semen.
that's what I do." Back home, and he's like, "Have a nice trip, sir." I was like, "Fucking
No way.
yeah." So straight in there, no problems, no fucking glove with a no gloved hand up my arse trying to pick out fucking explosives or anything. Just straight in there, no problems.
Fuck, as if that's true.
Yeah?
I'm a
You
podcast,
thought I was joking
I'm a
about it.
podcast host. I make absolutely no money. It's a hobby.
Well, I didn't have to tell him how much I made, which would have been like, "What's your annual?" If he said, "What's your annual turnover?" I'd have been like, "Okay, I'm not a podcast host."
You could have been. His annual turnover is approximately about £6,000, but it costs approximately £30,000 to create the podcast. Do the maths on that one.
Yeah, but it's a good like. I'm gonna use that every time now.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, it was neat. It was alright.
So why did you come home early? Because you're not even supposed to be here right now. That's why.
Why did I come home early?
Yeah. Those that are listening, you want to see the face you just pulled at me.
I came home early because I missed you guys. That's why I came home early.
I believe that. I don't believe that's why you came home, but I do believe you missed us. What the storm? Oh.
There was a storm while I was there. Actually, it was a tornado. What I survived a tornado. Make that a title, George. Do that Mr. Beastie thing. Yeah, there was a storm, but no. The reason I decided to come home early is they forecast snow, which I think has not actually transpired. But at the point in time, they forecast, and I thought, fuck, I don't want to get. You know, like when I got stranded in Copenhagen for like a week.
Yeah.
I just thought, man, I can't. I don't know, for whatever reason, I've had some kind of personal issues. So like I wasn't really in the right headspace at the end of the trip to keep. I just thought I just need to get home.
Yeah, fair.
And I don't want to get stranded here. So I came home a little early, but I still got like I think some really good videos done. And I'm normally quite self-critical, so that probably means they are good. I don't know. No burger challenges. Some very different stuff. Some cool like little interactions with people and shit like that. Nice drone shots. I think they're all right. Just more of the same.
The Sweden episodes, they went down well on your channel. Did they go well down well?
The first one did, which I was glad about because that was the best one in the trip. It was quite a long video, and a lot of people. It was about 5 minutes of preamble before you even get to the food.
Yeah.
And lots of people really enjoyed that part of the video, which is always the most rewarding part for me. If it's not just I liked watching you eat burgers, right? And I bumped into a guy on the street in this like in bumfuck nowhere in Sweden. This
Maybe push the bike.
Yeah.
I see
Little
that,
town in Angelholm, and he's like, I'm watching you on the YouTube. I don't know why he's like a Gestapo. Like, you know what I'm trying. That was like my all-purpose European accent. But he's like, I thought it was like a cool interaction.
Yeah.
He was a really nice guy as well. Like, he showed me where the restaurant was, and then afterwards he offered to give me like a little tour of the town, and I'm like, I've got to be like at the hotel, but thank you very much. And I think the video itself was good as well. It was got a cool little challenge. You had to do more, you know, like a heavier burger than the last
Of course,
guy.
yeah. I remember.
But yeah, that was good. The other two were just they weren't hard, but like people seemed to have enjoyed the fact that at least it wasn't burger. Right, one was
the
meatballs.
meatballs and mash and jam.
I watched
Yeah,
the
lingonberry.
egg cake one.
Yeah.
That was
Eggerkocker.
strange.
Yeah, but I love shit like that. You know, that's if you go to Sweden, you don't want to do like a burger challenge or a pizza, do you? You want to do
something
like
different.
and that was like fucking hard, that man.
Oh, it's 40 eggs.
It's 40 eggs and like I don't know, like 2 liters of milk or something. So, and it's like because I'm looking at it thinking like, oh, this would be a piece of piss, but it was so dense. It was like eating. It wasn't. I don't want to say like eating rubber in a bad way because it actually tasted good, but like it's something you'd want like maybe 3-4 teaspoons of. You know, not that much of it. So it was like, oh my god, like
40 eggs. I bet your bog was honking after that.
I didn't go for about 3 days, so like it was, I think I got back when I got back. The hotel one was all right. It was when I got back home. You know.
Push that hard, you get an arse scrape out. Nice. How was America then? Like, what challenges did you do? Can you say?
I can say if you want. I don't mind. I mean,
it's funny we do this exercise and then 6 months later I see a pop on channel and I go,
These are going to be up like...
we spoke about this on a podcast.
When are these going to be... Well, it's not as bad as...
2022.
The one that's about to go up, actually, was one in Scotland. I think I filmed it in fucking September.
Oh my God.
It was like before... I think it was before the Sweden ones. But, what was I saying? You asked me... Oh, yeah, I mean, like, just... Yeah, there's some cool... It's just me eating food, man. Same thing as everybody.
Yeah.
There are no burgers. There's lots of things in there that are like a bit different. There's like a barbecue sandwich. There's like a hot dog record thing where you had to beat a number of hot dogs.
You went there straight away, didn't you? You said you were going to land and go do it.
That was my plan.
Yeah.
But they were closed on the day that I was going to
You're
go.
fucking shit to this.
I know I am, but like I like that. I like the fact that I don't plan.
Yeah,
It's much more organic. So sorry, I'm burping. I normally haven't eaten by the time that we record
Yeah,
this.
it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon because we've both been house hunting this morning.
Yeah.
Not together. That'd be cool though. Imagine how else I could get if I went 50-50 with Adam. Do you mind if I move all my family in with...
There's no way Danielle would want to live with me just because of the hair loss. I mean, not that she would lose hair from stress. I mean, like I molt a lot, you know. But I think the videos, I'm actually excited for them because I like the videos that I shot in Norway, which is the stuff that's coming up after the video in Scotland on Sunday, depending on when this goes up. There are 3 videos from Norway. Then I'm home, I think, for 1. And then these ones go up. So it's like, but I'm excited for people to see them, I think, or like it'd be nice. I think they're good videos and it's hard. I don't often think that. So, I'm happy with, given the fact that I wasn't as concentrated as I normally would be on making videos, that they came out actually really quite well. So I think I just got lucky, or either I'm just at that or I'm in the zone or
You're
something.
in the flow state, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, but that's... it was good. It was. I love Carolinas as well. It's really nice. Everyone's really friendly there, and the driving's nice. You know, apart from one thing. I went to Tennessee, right, real quick. I went to Tennessee this one because it was a Philly cheesesteak. I'm like, I've never done a Philly cheesesteak challenge in a restaurant, right? I get that it's weird, but the owners are from Philly.
Yeah.
Just it happened to be in Tennessee. And it was another cool one where like every time somebody beats it, it goes up like half a pound in weight. I'm like, that's neat, you know. Get a t-shirt, free meal and all that shit. So I'm like, I'll drive up there, but it was like 5.5 hours, I think, from where I was staying near Charlotte in North Carolina. So I'm like, I like night driving, so I'm like, I'll do half of it or 3 hours of it at night time, and I'll stay halfway. But I didn't realize that like halfway is basically the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. So for an hour, I'm driving up this progressively.
Oh, you said it's the video, didn't you? I'll play the video, George.
Lad, and I lost. You lose connection.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm staying in this. I'm gonna be like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining, just fucking pure frozen in my car. But I actually found this like weird like mountain motel thing that smelled like. I made a gag in the video actually. The sheets in the hotel smell like fish and chips. They smell like, I don't know why, but it smelled like fish and chips.
Fuck me.
But it was cool because it was like snowy as shit. So
Yeah.
it's in the mountains, and then like 2.5 hours later, I'm in Tennessee and it's like 16 degrees. You know,
Yeah.
it's mental America. You know, but like it was a cool trip, and I think people will really like the videos. Yeah.
That's sick. What have we done, George, whilst he's been away?
What have we done? You've been shooting something new, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. You remember
I don't know
that?
if you can talk about it.
Seems
but-
enthusiastic about it. Isn't it?
I'm like, what the fuck are you
Back at
talking
Yorkshire
about?
Wildlife Park, are you?
I had an idea before Christmas. It was probably like in maybe October time. I told you, like, let's make a comedy sketch show.
You did.
So we actually have attempted to bring that to life, which I think would be funny. Or there's nothing I can't get cancelled because I'm not even relevant. But we could be teetering on the edge of
Some
comedy,
some, like,
comedy
jokes
and
right on the
cancel.
line.
I did it. I joked about.
Oh, come on, man.
One of us joking about Epstein's Island and Stephen Hawkins with little people on chalkboard. So I don't know if that'll get you cancelled or not, but I think that'll be quite funny. What's your gauge saying of is that allowed?
I'm at that point now where I just can't, like, I can't control you, right? Like, all I can say is I am not you. So, like, the fact that it's a bit like sharing a room with, I don't know, Idi Amin or something. It doesn't mean that, like, I like the guy. It just means I'm in the room with him.
Yeah.
The amount of offensive Epstein Hawkins clips that I've seen, like, I think you'd be okay.
Yeah, it'll be
Can't
alright.
be that bad.
I'm at that point now. Like, everything's going to shit. So fucking, who cares, man? Who cares? Anyway, we got.
Other than that, yeah, no, nothing else has really happened. I've been house hunting, which I felt your pain.
Things are going well for Josh in Knoxville over here, looking at his like £750,000 houses.
£750,000 week's wage for you, that isn't it?
The fuck that sound.
Tell them about what you've been looking at. Yeah, I'm just gonna rent this football.
I'm renting a house.
I'm renting this footballer's gaff, this mansion in fucking Leeds.
First of all, it's not a mansion, and second of all, I don't really want to have to rent somewhere. But like, that's another story.
Everyone's gonna be like dissecting this podcast. They're gonna be like, I could suss this one out. Anyway, George, what's on the topics?
Well, so
That sounds. I get the feeling that you've made it. You called it the big fact hunt because it sounds like big fat cunt. Am I right?
Whoa!
no way. How did you suss that one out?
I'll get up pretty early to get past Mr. Beard over there.
That geezer will be calling in again. So you can't say that.
Yeah.
So those people who are avid listeners will know that Breaking Beard wasn't always the name of the podcast. And we actually had a segment called Breaking Beard. It's like a kind of quiz show type thing.
Yes.
We're going to bring it back, but we're going to call it The Big Fact Hunt.
Because it would be
Not to be
weird to have a
confused
section
with-
called the same title as a podcast.
Yeah, so we kind of had to rename it. So we're going to give Josh and Adam one question each every week, and we've decided on a forfeit for the loser. Adam, do you want to?
Yeah, this was actually my idea, I think. I won't say take credit for it, but so we had Danny Mitchell on, right? Everyone enjoyed
Yeah.
the podcast. We talked about it. People will know he's former UFC fighter.
Yeah.
So I said, rather kind of like tongue in cheek, hey, or maybe like whoever loses could just like have a roll on the mats with Danny for 5 minutes. And George said, yeah, see how many times you get tapped. So now I'm thinking George is going to make my questions really hard, so I end up getting the shit kicked out of me.
5 minutes is long. You need 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I don't think Danny's going to need 7 minutes. If you throw me around like a fucking ragdoll. Crash test dummy.
We'll decide. We'll let the audience decide. 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one of us loses. We're both going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
I feel like I might get more fucked up. But you know, whatever. I'll go for it.
So who wants the first question today?
Adam.
Adam. Okay.
Oh my God.
Dramatic, especially with the
So
download.
George has fuck all to do for 2 weeks, so he's just been
You can
putting
tell,
sound
can't you?
effects in.
Look, it sounds higher production though. That sounds like an interrogation thing. Now we've got the light on as well and everything.
So Adam. The Eurovision Song Contest 2024 will be held in which city?
It's not it's not multiple choice.
Not multiple choice.
Fucking, I hate that thing. Glasgow. I don't know why I said that.
Glasgow.
It is not Glasgow.
Fuck me.
Why did I say that?
It's in Malmo in Sweden.
Well, I got it sounds similar. It rhymes kind of, half rhyme.
There you go.
I wasn't even far from Malmo when I was in those
Did you not see the
videos.
signs for the Eurovision Song Contest?
Well, if I did, I wasn't paying attention. But I wasn't far. Maybe it wasn't announced by then. But I was quite literally like about 10 miles away from Malmo. I remember thinking just because of football. The only thing I think of when I think Malmo is the football team. Anyway, go on.
Never even heard of it.
Do you want to do yours now?
It's up to you. You're leading this. You're steering this sinking ship.
Let's do it now.
It's like that weird Himalayan throat singing. Oh. Surprised you're in tune though.
All right, Josh.
Mick Jagger, me and him.
Which famous actor recently received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on the 1st of December 2023?
You just fart. You just fart.
Trying to put you off.
I think I saw this on Instagram because it was surprising. It was Christmas, and it was a fella that went to Neverland with Michael Jackson. You know the young lad.
Say his name then. How can you not know his name?
From Home Alone.
Can I steal it?
Macaulay Culkin.
It was Macaulay Culkin.
I thought he'd have had one by now.
Have you ever been there? Is that the one in LA you're talking about?
Yeah.
I thought you meant Neverland.
Still-
I thought you meant to see Michael Jackson.
No, it's an absolute fucking tip.
It is
You've
a
been
tip.
there. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, I thought it'd be like nice, but it's not.
Yeah, there's like needles rolling around.
Fucking Johnny's on the street and shit.
Well, that
you
was
go.
fun. George
So, Josh, you're safe. Adam, you're closer to the forfeit.
survived 1 week of. We all know how this.
Why have I got the one as well? Like the one, like I could have done the herring. I could probably even done the spider. I ended up doing the bugs.
Yeah,
actually.
you ate the tarantula.
So like, I've got the one now. If I lose, that I really don't want. I don't really want to be manhandled by Danny to the point that I'm like in pain.
I don't think he'd put you in pain.
I think he'd put you to sleep. That'd be so funny.
I just said to you, I said for the sake of the video, for the clicks, I'm not going to tap. I was like, Yeah, no, I don't like autoerotic asphyxiation though. I'm not a Tory MP, so like you won't find me dangling in my fucking fishnet tights in my living room like something's gone wrong. Anyway, got a bit of a weird energy today. I'm sorry. Come on,
I like it though.
Let's keep it
You're
going.
like a new man.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sorry to interrupt this episode. I want to take a few seconds just to tell you about our Patreon. As you know, we don't do any sponsorships around here. We don't try to sell you any ball shavers. However, if you can support us on Patreon, we have got early access to every episode, like this one, and future guest episodes that are coming up. We've got some big names in the pipeline. You get exclusive behind-the-scenes clips from like when Adam's traveling around the world or we're just chatting shit in the studio. Each episode, we record a Patreon-only section, which is a little bit less PG than the actual full episodes. You guys can interact with us and help us steer this sinking ship and tell us what you want to hear on this podcast. You can get all this for less than the price of a pint, and it saves us from having to flog some ball shavers. So if you can, support us on Patreon. Back to the episode.
So what happened with this tornado then? What
Ooh, yeah, I can tell you.
happened with all that?
I can tell you some assets so people don't actually think I'm just lying.
Yeah.
Because there's a habit amongst that in YouTubers, I think. But, you know, so I filmed this video, the hot dog video I was talking about, right? And it was really stormy. So there was this like... I saw on TV that said, you know, like, try not to travel. But I'm like, I'm here to travel, you know? So, like, I went to this restaurant in South Carolina. And I'm sat filming this video, right? And I'd nearly finished, basically. And there's like 5 hot dogs left or something. And I noticed that there was a siren going off, not unlike the that thing that was just pumped into our ears. And I thought, what the fuck's going on here? Like, I'll just keep eating, time-lapse it, right? So I don't have to acknowledge it. But it went on forever. And then my phone started vibrating. My phone's on Do Not Disturb.
What happened on the video?
Yeah, it's in the video,
sick,
which what makes it kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like, my phone's vibrating. I'm like, what the fuck? So I stop and I'm like, and it's got this, I've never seen it before, right? It says like, at that point it said storm warning, right? That don't travel, you know, risk to life and all this shit. So I show it to the camera and I'm like, oh, better finish these hot dogs. You know, that's a neat little line. But then as I travelled back home, it took a while because a bunch of the roads were closed. It was like whiteout conditions, you know? So it was like really hard
She
to
chose
drive.
not to listen.
Yeah, I didn't get back then. Renegade. But like when I got back to the hotel, same thing happens. On like I had the TV on. TV comes, it's got a blue screen. I can send you the video, George, and it's like oddly robotic voice, and it's saying like risk to life. Put your whatever safety plan you have in place. Getting the lowest floor of a building or a basement or whatever.
Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely.
And then the phone starts vibrating again. It says like tornado warning.
Oh my God.
I mean, I didn't actually do it. I mean, don't listen to me, right? I just don't really give a shit about myself. So I just thought I'm going to keep working in the highest floor of the building.
Yeah, looking out of a glass window.
Thinking, fuck, if a tree branch goes through the window, it's just bad luck, right? But
Final destination.
don't call this almost killed by a tornado, George. It's not what you like. Because like I was not, it was a bit windy, but there was no tornado. Yeah. There was one a few towns over, and apparently down the power line or a tree, and one bloke died. I thought, how unlucky is that? Like one guy died because he was crushed by a power line. Poor guy.
Why were you out if you knew there were a tornado coming?
Maybe it was like he needed some milk. I don't fucking know what was out. But like, you know, he was just out, and it's like poor luck, that isn't it?
I've seen that once before when I were in Florida. They do the same thing for like hurricanes.
Yeah, it's cool that though, isn't it? I didn't even know it was a thing.
They can just take over your phone and the TVs, just flash the TV on.
What was that happened in this country? We got like a warning on the phone. What was that for? I can't remember now.
Don't know, mate. In fact, we had it in.
Everybody had it, and they said there were like loads of people on Facebook going, "Change your settings."
Oh, I didn't get it. It was supposed to be like it was one of them. It was like a test of one of those, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get it either.
Good.
I got
Does that
one.
mean I'm off the grid?
But when we were in Greece, there were an earthquake, wasn't there? We spoke about it on the podcast. Remember that?
Did you call that I almost died in an earthquake? I bet you did.
Mate, you know, I could have made a video. It'd be like this.
I think it was I survived an earthquake.
Just add the earthquake effects on Final Cut Pro. Oh, everything's fake.
My YouTube channel's been demonetized. I forgot to tell you. Why? Inactive, like, I must have dropped below that 4,000 watch hours and they've gone. Nah, gone. So
Paul some out for Josh's YouTube channel.
that's £6 a month that we're making.
Fuck! Sad that, mate. Never mind.
Yeah. Can you believe that? Like, he can't believe it, actually. But, yeah. Easy come, easy go. That's my life of a YouTuber gone.
We almost commented Danny from Rate My Takeaway. We always messaged him to get him as replacement on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. What did I put it on
You
the...
did, didn't you?
I shared something on the Instagram like, "Oh, Adam's gonna die. Better message rate my takeaway." So then I typed in a message and didn't press send, but just screenshotted it. I just constantly used Danny as like the butt of a joke. He did a live stream at Christmas. Remember where
He did a live stream.
Yeah, he did a live stream like explaining that it's all banter because like because I can't remember. We took the piss out of him for summer, and then he went on a live stream and explained that it were all banter. Because obviously we took the piss out of him for his Christmas song, and that he then demonetized the podcast that we played the Christmas song on. So, yeah, let's keep it going. Fuck it.
Second rebrand of the year.
Yeah.
Break my takeaway.
Break my takeaway. What else is on the list, George?
Adam, you've been going viral on Instagram. Apparently.
Was that on the list? I don't know about going back. Yeah, I don't know why, but I left to go. I didn't even know. I don't think before I went to America. I don't do much on Instagram. Right? I don't really know what I'm supposed to do on it. You know. But anyway, I put this. I put up a few reels or like whatever they are, the vertical videos at 90 seconds. And I put this.
You're
one
like a fucking walking contradiction. You in everything, in every facet of your life. What
do you mean?
Because you first put a vertical video on saying how vertical videos don't work. Right, you're a champagne socialist, and then you fucking go ahead and then put more reels on and like double your fucking Instagram following.
Yeah,
so you are
What the followers mean? Like, you think oh yeah, man, I got 500,000. What the fuck does that mean? It doesn't mean anything, man. It's like fucking Monopoly money. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It's nice, I suppose, that people like are engaged. But like, all I use Instagram for is to say, "Yo, people, there's a new video tonight," or just to take the piss out of you, or like very rarely, every 3 months, share one of the podcasts if I think it's a good one.
fucking wanker.
But I put this. I think what George is getting at is oddly, I put this one reel up. It was that. Do you remember that poutine challenge that I did in Manchester, New Hampshire? So in like a £5 poutine, the chef at the beginning is like, "Oh my god, this is happening! Oh fuck, he's ready for it, man!" So there were quite a lot of interactions.
I didn't see it.
Whatever. But anyway, I put like just a short version of that up because I had nothing to do like before, like 3 days before I went to America. So I just thought I'll make another reel, see what happens, right? And like 820,000 people liked the reel or something. So it reached like 9 million people or something. And so like I didn't really notice at the time. I think, didn't Mike point out, said something like, "Your followers have gone up or something." And then I was like, "Oh shit." And I checked it. So they'd gone up like 220,000 and like it's nearly doubled in like the space of like a week. From like one reel, which is weird. And it was just like a lot of people were like, "Oh, that looks fucking gross, mate."
It's all fugazi. Is the
yeah, it's weird. I don't get it, man.
On the Breaking Beard Instagram, we've reached 250,000 accounts in the last 30 days, but we've only got 8,500 followers. Like, what do the maths?
Clearly, they're not liking what they're seeing.
How the fuck does that work?
Followed
250,000 people. Yeah. Well, good for you, mate.
What? Doesn't matter.
500,000 Instagram followers.
Care less if it's like 8 or 800,000. What? It doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't mean anything.
No. Fucking hell. We put out. I don't know if I might be kiboshing your show here.
Go for it.
Tory Mike with his.
Oh, you're kiboshing.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, go on.
If you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say,
All right.
yeah.
I'm sorry, boss.
Hold off.
Hold up.
Speaking of going viral, Josh, you've been in the news.
How funny is that? When I got that sent to me, I was buzzing, like, this is perfect for the podcast. Danielle's like, "You're such an idiot." Because like most people are like, "Right, hide that." Like,
That was before you met Danielle.
Presumably.
Probably at a similar time, I would have thought.
You're looking a little bit predatory in the background there, so I would hope it's
I
before
look a
you
bit
met.
fucking dopey, don't I?
For those people listening, for those people that are just listening, Josh has been photographed in the Wakefield Express as part of an article called "Nights Out: 24 photos from nights out in Havana and Mustang Sally's in 2005, 2006, and 2010." And there's a picture in here of 2 girls, and Josh is in the background, young baby Josh.
So that's got to be Havana, 2010.
How old are you there?
I'll have been 18. I've got like a cowboy check shirt on, haven't I?
I sent.
I like the quiff's quite nice.
Yeah.
I sent into the chat. I sent into the chat a photo from. I think it's from SpongeBob. I'm thinking I need to Photoshop that. I'll do it. I'll do it and overlay it.
Like the audio listeners are not going to know why this is so funny. You need to just look at this.
The picture.
You need to see the picture. Yeah,
How
you do look a
funny.
bit, but you look a bit predatory in the background though.
I look fucking dope. Hey, show us the picture again, George. Have you got it on your phone? I just look gormless in back.
You've had a few, right? But I'm thinking like some stuff's going through his head here. I could
That
tell.
were a long, like, I used to make a long trip to get to Wakefield from where I used to live.
Did you put it in the production chat? Oh yeah, you did.
What?
Yeah, I used to live in. See, I kind of recognise that girl, but I just can't think why. Like, I just don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Greater Yorkshire Police can help you with that. I don't know.
That's funny. That
was funny.
There must be some because the hair. You had that hair as well, didn't you?
Oh, everyone had the
Everyone had the
You're
hair.
joking, man.
That's like the Bieber quiff. That
There's a photograph that I put on my Instagram not long ago. It was literally from about 10 years ago. And I've got like, I think I'm at a wedding. I must be at a wedding or something. And I've got like the full like, I look like I'm wearing this like black and white like pinstripe.
had a stroke.
I'm trying to figure out a way to explain. You just need to see the picture. Go on my Instagram and like scroll down so you can see a picture of me with no beard, just stubble, and this like sweeping like Howard Wolowitz like
Howard Wolowitz.
fringe thing going on. It was a classic look. That was my heyday, man.
Back in the good old days. Yeah,
old
Havana
days, yeah.
2010, man. That's the look.
I wasn't in
to
it
put
back
that
then.
into perspective. My last year of primary school was 2010.
How old are you, George?
25.
Oof, yeah, that's too young.
You actually missed us, though. You actually missed us when you were away. I believe when you
I
were
did
putting it in
miss
the chat. I actually believed it.
I did miss you. I was like, where my boys at?
So you sent something into the chat, or into the production chat, I can't remember, saying Sister Beard has been matching on Hinge with people that have you in their photos.
Can you can be overlay that video?
I can overlay the photo if you want me to.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
she sent it
go
to me.
for it.
That's it, man. It's a free game.
Okay.
So, yeah. So she's what was the platform? It was Hinge.
Hinge.
Is that what it was?
I think that's what she
That's
said
like
it was.
that's stupidly close to minge, that isn't it? You think about it. But yeah, no, my sister, my sister being seen.
Sister Minge.
Very insightful.
Sister Beard Minge.
Luckily, she won't care. But funnily enough, my mum watches these because she spends a lot of time at my sister's house, so be aware of that. But anyway, no, what the story is that my sister sent me because she's newly single, of course.
Fucking hell, she's been saying you were single for months.
Well,
she's now just like on it. She's on the D trade.
But you're not wrong. She's reasonably single, reasonably newly single.
She's
but
going to love this episode.
Fucking hell.
she won't mind. Luckily, she's laid back like me.
She's messaging
Laid
me every
back.
week because I put that picture of you up where you're having a shit on Instagram. She's like, why the fuck have you done this to me? There was something else that like a couple of days before that I put up and she's like, why the fuck have you done this to me? So for like 3 days on the bounce.
Anyway,
It's all Jen.
the story is, which is quite funny, is she matched with this guy on this dating app, and this guy had his profile, or like one of his profile pictures was a selfie taken with me somewhere like in Leeds or wherever. So Jen's like, no. But I thought it was quite funny that
What a minefield being the sister of you. Like having
she doesn't help herself though. Like
I think she's leaning into it, isn't she?
yeah, I don't know why. I mean, that's probably quite dangerous. But like, she's a big girl.
Yeah, I saw her playing golf on Instagram, saying like good shaft control or something. A few beers in, man. She's actually killing your brand. You think we're going to destroy
It's
it?
all gone downhill since George refused to sleep with her, and she took that personally. Sold her out there a little bit. That's a true story. Anything else?
Fucking hell. Have you heard Francis Ngannou is confirmed to be fighting Anthony Joshua?
Anthony? I think it was Anthony.
Anthony Joshua, whatever you call it.
I did not know that until you told me when I arrived at the studio earlier on. No, I know, but I mean, like, they don't get paid much to the UFC people. I mean, like,
Yeah, relative to boxers.
relative to boxing. So
Yeah.
I can't really blame him for taking it up, I guess. And it's cool that they actually just think, yeah, fuck it, I'll fight him. They don't like dance around for like 6 months saying, I want £1 billion or I'll do it for charity or
Francis
whatever.
Ngannou must be making so much money to fight Tyson Fury and then go to Anthony Joshua.
The fact that he's come in and he's like fought basically two of the main guys
Yeah,
in
yeah.
boxing straight away, first 2 fights.
I'm like
Nobody
an
does
Andy
that.
Ruiz kind of guy. You all seem like, jolly Mexican dude.
People do like these are such casuals. I know fuck all
totally.
about boxing, me.
But admittedly, I don't follow it
Yeah.
at the least. I like that Usyk guy. I really wanted him to beat Anthony Joshua. You know when he did?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's happened.
Well, he's fighting Fury now.
Is he?
Yeah. That's lined up.
Yeah, but when is that happening?
I don't know.
Horrendous chat, this, isn't it? Come here for some more sport. This is the sporting segment of
Yeah.
Breaking Beard.
I'm going on TalkSport, I think, soon, and I told you.
Oh, is
Or
that is that gonna nail down?
Some TalkSport affiliated podcast. I don't know. Hope I'm not sitting down with Simon Jordan.
What's the podcast?
Or a bond.
Some new one I probably can't, NDAs and all that, probably can't say, but it's probably not exciting. But I just said I'd go on, because they said they'd give like my fee, whatever that would have been. I said, can you give it to like a mental, it's like a mental health orientated podcast, which of course is not really my kind of thing. But I said, can I have that? Can you give that to a charity or whatever? Or would you pay it to a charity?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, cool. So I'm like, right, I can't really not do it then, you know?
Yeah, no, fair fucks.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like end of Feb. So it's you and me back down in London. A few mojitos, yeah. One hotel room. Who knows what might happen?
I've got no reason to go apart from you like, do you want to come? Like, all right.
I said, do you want to chaperone me? And you were like, yeah.
Yeah. Trip to London with Adam.
Yeah,
First
man.
class. 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
Few deductibles off his off Beard
You got
Meats
it.
Food LLC or whatever the fuck it's called. PLC.
So who do you think would win out of those two fights? Who are you putting your money on?
After seeing how he did against what are 2 fights?
Ngannou and Joshua and Usyk and Fury.
I think Ngannou's gonna he could do it, you know.
I hope.
Slot him.
I hope Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury both lose.
Yeah.
And not even like it. I want them to use lose
Convincingly.
in a way which is incredibly humiliating to both of them.
Tyson Fury's performance against Ngannou was not good. So like this, it really, I think it's put a bit of a dent in his legacy.
Who did Joshua just fight? He just fought somebody.
Some fucking, I don't know.
Some guy.
He's lost a few times, and he's like, that was the fight that Great Britain should have seen years ago, was Fury versus Danny Joshua.
I don't care. It like bugs me when because all they talk about is money. It's a little bit like UFC though sometimes as well. Because like when it's oh yeah, I'm the guy, I'm the money guy, I'm like I don't give a shit, mate. Like I couldn't care less how much money you have or make or whatever. If you've got a yacht or a coke addiction, like leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. So yeah, is there anything else which is not fight related?
Are we going to? Speaking of fight, are we going to Newcastle this weekend?
I think I might have to table that one for reasons I will disclose later.
Fuck me, man.
Purely because, but it's like it's a tough time for me right now.
I'm not free anyway.
Oh, there you go. We can't make it. It's not just you and me, man. Imagine you want to kill yourself. Josh, what's he doing? What's he doing there? What's that called?
I could have got us free tickets as well, but
Would you?
Tell us
Yeah.
that now after we've cancelled. Nice,
yeah, well, you fucking shit houses. All right, so we'll go to Newcastle.
If you'd have
I'll
said
go-
that
I'll
from
go-
the start,
I'll go. Yeah,
maybe it'd have been different.
you ruined it. We'll go to the next one. They're doing another one in England, or is it back in like?
doing one
Birmingham
in-
next time. Oh, no, fucking hell. Sorry to anybody from Birmingham, but
I've got to go to Wolverhampton in a couple of weeks actually.
what for?
Got to see a gig. Yeah, got Matt O'Grady who did the Christmas
yeah.
song.
You're going to see a gig and it's not me. What?
I actually wanted to come see you in January, but you were like, oh, I'm not playing.
He's played
been playing all
yesterday.
I know he's been playing all these secret gigs, and I'm just not getting invited.
I know.
Probably
It's
'cause
not
I'm,
a
like-
band, not
I'm
a
the
band.
weird groupie that turns up to every
I want to
gig.
go to one of his gigs and all. I still haven't been, have I?
No, it's. I mean, don't go to one of the black tie gigs because they're a bit weird.
Yeah.
But like the beer kettle was all right, apart from all the drunk people. But like, yeah, it was.
What band are you seeing then?
I'm going to see a band called You Me at 6. You might be aware of.
No, they are, yeah.
Yeah, I they're a bit of a guilty pleasure, but I really only like the first couple of albums. But the reason I'm going is because Matt O'Grady, who did the Christmas song, produced most of their albums, so he knows them really well. So he said, "Do you want like VIPs? You know what I mean? Get in the no." Jen wanted to. I didn't really want. Honestly, I didn't. Really,
That's fact. Jen's a fan. Isn't she?
I didn't really want to go.
Yeah.
Jen kind of made me go because yeah. So I'm going there, but it's in Wolverhampton.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, I don't even give a shit. Like.
What else is on the list, George?
So I gave you guys some homework to do for this week's podcast, and that was to watch Saltburn.
I thought it was something else.
Josh, you didn't watch it, but you watched like a summary of.
No, I watched it.
Did you actually watch?
Yeah,
the
I
whole
watched
film?
it a few days, like about a week ago.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Yeah. I don't know how we found time in his diary to watch it, but we did. And
Fair enough.
It
So-
wasn't even like you're gonna ask us what do we think of it?
Thoughts?
I think I'd seen a couple of spoilers, like the grave. I saw the grave spoiler before, but the whole thing I was just a bit like, one, the Scouse accent is actually the worst Scouse.
Terrible, isn't it?
It was so fucking. I'm like, how the fuck has he won awards for this shit? It was
Well,
like.
steady because his acting's very good, and it actually must be very difficult because there's certain accents I can't do. Like I think I could do a Scouse pretty well, but like I couldn't do like I don't know. Like, well, I can't do like a Welsh accent, so if I had to play a Welsh person, I'd be done for, even if I'm a good actor.
But if you wouldn't be able to, you just wouldn't get cast for it, then would you? Do you know, like...
Oh, have you seen The Departed? When Ray Winston tries to do, he's trying to do an American accent. I'm like, just make him a Cockney, man. It's Ray Winston, because you're just distracted by the fact that he can't do the accent.
Yeah.
But that's not really their fault, is it? Because they got to like be an actor or whatever. Just an act. It must be hard to think about. I've got to do his voice.
Yeah.
But also, I've got to act. So I thought Barry Keoghan. I thought his performance was really very good, but it's about the only thing that I liked about the film. I thought it was I just thought it was despicable, and not just because like the weird like extremity of it. That didn't really bother me. I just thought it's one of those films that the type of film I hate, where it's like it's just completely hopeless. That's basically just a study of rich people who have a lot of like personal trauma and like affecting trauma on other human beings. So it just makes you depressed, and it's long. It's over 2 hours, and it's dull. Basically, the acting is good. It's shot like it looks really nice. I hate the shot that was the fact it's shot in 4:3 because I'm like you're trying to like do something out here and it's not really working. But like it didn't really bug me like the creepy parts. I mean, I thought it was a bit weird. It kind of felt like George was saying beforehand. It just goes through these like series of extreme set pieces which are meant to get people talking. I didn't really think the film had much substance to it.
Fucking hell, a scathing review there from...
No, I'm not saying it's a bad film. I just say I don't like it. I don't like those types of films where it's just totally hopeless.
What did you think? It's not Jackass.
Nah, I mean, like... It was a slow start.
It's no Turbo the Snail. I'll give you that.
Mate, I watched... what did I watch? I watched Rio last night, but we watched... Inside Out. Have you seen that? I've got a curveball, yeah.
Is that the one where it's like they're all the different moods or something?
Yeah, the emotions.
Yeah.
Mate, that fucking broke me. You know, I got about 30 minutes in. I said to Danielle, I'm like, we're going to turn this off. It's about a little girl that's growing up, and I'm like... it fucking killed me, mate, honestly.
I think I'd be all right with that one.
Yeah, because you're dead inside.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Saltburn. I mean, we're a slow start. I think it was a bit of a curveball when he took him back to the house and his parents were all right. I was like, oh, this is interesting. But then, like, at the end of sort of as it comes towards the end, and they're like, oh, you've only been here for fucking. When the blonde bird's like, what the fuck are you doing here? You've only been here fucking 6 weeks.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like basically in the family. I'm like, how realistic is all this? Do you know?
The only thing I was thinking that whole first hour of the film was how much I wanted to punch the kid with the throw that was just mean to him all the time.
Yeah, he was annoying.
Did he have sex with him or just wank him off?
I think he had sex with him, but like I didn't really want to think about it.
I thought
too
he
much.
just wanked him off.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he?
I thought he
Ooh,
just did.
masturbate. Press the buzzer.
Well, Mike said he.
Did he masturbate him or did he?
Did you have to make it so sexy?
Yeah, of course.
It's like Barry White or something. I don't know what he did to him, but like, that I just hated the film, and like I almost want the 2 hours back. Really, I can't believe he made me watch it.
The sex scenes are pretty heavy, weren't they?
No, I mean that wasn't.
I
a
think
big
especially
deal.
the one with the blonde girl.
The Lady Garden
I
and the
won't
Lady
go into
Garden. Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not squeamish really. So that wasn't
Fucking
really.
hell,
That didn't really bug me. It was just the whole kind of mood of the film. It's like I've watched this and I'm more depressed than when I started watching it. You know?
Like this
Really?
podcast.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
He was Jackson, though, wasn't he?
Who?
The main guy.
Jacked.
Yeah, he was in right good nick.
Yeah, he was
shredded.
lean. I don't say he was jacked, man. He was reasonably lean.
How old was he supposed to be playing? Because I think he was supposed to be playing like he's 21-year-old or something. wasn't he?
You were in uni.
In uni, so like somewhere between 18 and 21.
I thought that wasn't believable. I thought you look a bit older than what you're trying to play here, mate.
Isn't he like, he's like 24, isn't he? So he's not that much older.
He's 31.
Is he?
Yeah.
Get the fuck older. Tone!
I thought that were a little bit...
Yeah, but that happens all the time. And have you seen like Greece? Shit, they got like 50 people my age playing like 15-year-olds.
The last scene where like he's on that lady's like he's sat on that lady and he pulls that tube out. I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I liked the ending scene.
I was just going to say, the only thing that I took positive from that film was the end. I just thought, the next Christmas song, if we do it, is just gonna be me nude dancing to house. That'll be simple to shoot. Not very pleasant for you lot, but like, how good would that be? I said to Mike as well, I was like, you won't even need to CGI much out. There'll be plenty of budget for that. It costs you $5 to CGI that out.
He just said the bush will cover it. Don't worry about it.
We'll get the fucking special effects lady back in to put a hammer on you. Massive
Hammer?
cock.
Oh, like a giant cock? Yeah. Nobody would believe that, man. But that's it, I'm doing it now. It's in my head.
That's funny,
It's in
that.
there. It's not going out. So
Yeah.
we have to do a bit of a dance number, maybe.
Choreography.
Get a choreography, yeah. Did George just see me dance? He saw me dance at New Year's Eve. I wasn't that bad, was it, George?
No, not too
Look,
bad.
my age,
Not too
these
bad.
hips are like, I've got very mobile hips, you know. So
What did you think of it, George?
So I sat down. I had no context as to what was coming. So I had no idea what to expect. But I just heard that it was good. So I sat down. My dad was working late. So I watched it with his girlfriend. And that was the worst decision I could have possibly made. Yeah. Very, very weird. Awkward. So, but yeah. But we kind of got like, because it only starts getting weird once he kind of gets to that house. You kind of sense he fancies that guy. I don't want to give spoilers away or anything.
Adam
but-
just gave all the spoilers
Sorry.
away.
But when he gets to the big manor, like that's when it gets weird. But that's like halfway through almost. So by the time we got to that point, I was like, we can't switch it off now. Like, we've committed. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So we just saw it through.
You know when they were, the scene where he's on about the eggs and he's got the butlers coming over, but then he's actually got to go up and get.
yeah.
It reminded me of being on like when I first went to Dartmouth, or I went to like a naval base, and you go to officers' mess, and I ain't got a fucking clue what I was supposed to be doing. That's exactly what it's like. You're like. And there's like certain stupid rules like that you've got to sit down and you've got to bring it up. And once it's brought over, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? That's exactly what it's like.
yeah, I still haven't figured out, you know, the egg terminology. Over medium, over hard,
Over easy, that means that you cook it on both sides, doesn't it? But it still means it's still runny.
Yeah, but is it me? Would it just be easier to say like fried egg, hard yolk, slightly hard yolk, runny yolk?
No, because that's American, isn't it? So like sunny side up is what he got, but he needed over easy, which meant that
We're
like
not, but we're not in America, mate. That's last time I checked, he was a Scouser, wasn't he, in that film? Give me a hard yolk. There you go, Butler. Job done.
I think he got a few hard yolks in that film, didn't he? Fucking hell.
Yes, take home is just don't. I would advise you not to watch it. But like,
We should watch a film each week as part of our homework.
Yeah. Find another one.
Watch Inside Out, and we can come back to that. I think Inside Out 2 is coming as well. Mate, it was sad, you know. Like, I genuinely,
A kid's film.
yeah,
And it's like dead sad.
really sad.
a lot of them are that.
No, it's like a coming of age film, but like it's sad when you've got a kid because you're like,
A lot of like kids films are sad. Like
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Lion King sad. Up.
Yeah, but
I-
does
I-
it have a sad ending or does it end happy?
no, it ends happy. 'Cause that's what we tell. That's what we tell the Lord every time we watch a film. Like, remember, all Disney films come happy in the end. So Daniel literally said that to me. She's like, remember, they all become happy in the end. I'm like, fucking hell, it's hard, this.
Tilly's there like absolutely fine. You're bawling your eyes out.
Yeah, no, I don't really like watching CGI. You know, like computer animated films.
I really like him, you know.
No, I miss hand drawn animation. I think it's like that's part a lot of where like the, you know, like the heart of it lies. You know what I mean?
How long have we been going for, yeah?
52 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty
Should
quick.
we, should we do us mass debate then?
Us masturbate.
Shall I give you
Should we
the
do us
jingle again?
masturbate? Yeah, go on. Whose voice is that?
Mine, Deepens. There you go. So, mass debate is a fairly new segment that we do where we pick some funny little debate topics to talk about. So, the first one we
know what
had
this
in the
is
chat.
gonna be.
Josh, you nearly brought this up earlier, and I had to stop you. Do you want to take over this one now?
Well, I'm trying to find. I need to find the archive story, don't I? But basically, I chose to do a video on the Instagram story explaining why Tory Mike's back in the chat. It's because he drops these nuggets of gold into the chat. Like, when you go for a piss, do you dab it with toilet paper when you've finished having a piss? So then I went onto Instagram and like, here's one for the lads. You know, if you've got a penis, please answer this. Do you dab your penis? You know. To which we got an overwhelming response of 500 votes.
500
No, we got
votes.
470 votes, which is fucking a lot.
That's mad.
Now, we can debate. Shall I give you the answers? Shall I give you the
Hang on,
results?
what do you think it said?
I think I've seen them. It came out the way I thought it would, but it wasn't quite the landslide I thought it would be.
Huh?
I said that, I think I was the first one to say, Mike, are you not well? Like, who dabs their willy? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you? But then he seemed to suggest that was disgusting of me to say. So we put it to a vote, and most people don't, I think, dab their willy, but a lot of people do.
So 56%
Close.
is no dab and 44% dab. which I was shocked by.
I was quite shocked by that as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I suppose it's a good thing, cleanliness, I guess. I mean, I don't have a lampshade, so, like, for me, it's not, like, once it's done, you know what I mean? I'm not carrying.
The amount of people that DM'd the podcast and put, like 2 shakes for cleaning, 3 shakes as a wank or whatever. Like, it's like the biggest dad joke ever. There must be about 15 people just put that.
Isn't that a good Charlotte lyric? Shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice, that's okay. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself again.
I never
That's the
thought
anthem,
about
the
that.
anthem, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
What is that?
It's the anthem, the song, the anthem.
By...
Good Charlotte.
Oh, is it?
You just like tune out for the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't hear you then.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you said it
Put
was
it
by.
in these fucking headphones. Put it direct.
Good Charlotte, man. Dun, 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 dun.
Good tune.
So yeah, it's about the only one.
So yeah. So you guys are both on the side of
No
No
dab.
dab.
No dab.
No dab. And like if I'm out drinking, like it's probably gonna be a bit damp down there, you know. I'll be rushing out the toilet and stuff, you know.
Okay, the second topic I picked was, is it normal / okay to still be close friends with an ex?
I think it's okay. Or who's to say it's not okay? There's not like an arbiter of what is okay and what's not, apart from the law.
Not okay. I'm going not okay. I reckon you can enter into it, unless you've got kids. You can enter into it initially being like, oh, we can still be friends. But then inevitably, as you meet new people, you can be like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends what you mean by friends. You can be friendly with somebody who's like an ex. You can doesn't have to be any acrimony. But I just mean like you're probably not going to be best mates going out for drinks all the time, are you?
Are you friends with your ex? You're recently
No.
No.
all fell apart after that sex tape.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I've got a friend who went to some lengths to stay friends with a girlfriend of his that they separated, and they're friends now.
But didn't
I
you
think
say
it's-
they're like part of the same friend group though? So that's kind of why.
Well, no, he kind of acquired her friend. They weren't originally part of the same friend. He just knew a lot of her friends. I suppose didn't want to lose those people as friends. But it just seems like hard work to me. Or maybe it's because I'm lazy. I just kind of extricate myself from it and just be like, I don't have any ill feeling towards you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
let's not spend time together because you can't. I don't think you can like ever be sexually attracted to somebody, and like, especially if you've already been together. I don't think you could do that and then just be like platonic.
Yeah, and for
mates.
for peace of mind, I
that's just
guess, for like just to continue life, you're almost like hanging on to the past if you were trying to remain friends.
It's a cleaner, it's a more tidy break, isn't it? If you just kind of say like, cool, like wish you the best and everything, but like do your thing.
Good luck. A formal handshake. Good luck.
I was trying to say to Adam earlier, like usually if exes are friends, at least one of them would have more if the other person would say the same.
I think so.
What?
George is quite the authority when it comes to like relationship
they're
advice.
friends, but one of them would be in a relationship or have more if the other person wanted that.
Right.
But they're just settling for friendship. Do you know what I mean?
So like waiting for the day that they
Yeah.
get a bit pissed and
Waiting
go,
for an
right, let's go.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Basically.
What are you laughing at?
You too. George is like a little oracle, isn't he? When he's with his dating advice.
Trying to
and all
make a
that.
segment here, boys. Come
No,
on,
it's okay.
let's have it.
I mean, let's
good
say what
segment.
Tory Mike said in the chat about.
Probably not.
Probably not now. I don't even know what you're on about, but no.
We don't have to go into detail, but basically, he when he first got with his missus. Can we say? I don't.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I did.
Okay. Well, if I'm
He knows anything that puts in that chat.
Yeah,
is
basically,
subject to
his
be brought
wife.
up.
Good point. He probably thinks.
Bridesmaid. He
No,
used to go
wait
like-
a second, because Mike probably does think everything that's in that chat is like confidential.
Oh, right.
And there's some stuff in there that like probably we wouldn't want.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go like. We'll skip that part. Anyway, yeah, Tory Mike's all right. Next.
We'll ask him next week see if he'll let us.
All right. Should we finish how we usually finish a podcast?
I can't remember. It's been
we usually
weeks.
finish on a fesshole, but we're going to have to rebrand that because it's not our thing, is fesshole.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble.
What and this is. This next thing.
This next thing,
Can we
we'll
shout
just
out the-
change the name of it.
Ah, fuck. Who was it that sent it? Did you say who it was that sent us all these? Do the jingle.
Okay.
Do the jingle.
We're changing the name from fesshole to fesspit. I accept it.
Because it rhymes. You like your funk, don't you, George? He's going through a little funk phase.
It's not a phase, Mom.
I use a lot of funk in my my videos. It's jivey, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh,
Is he doing
I
something?
can't remember what the fucking person was called that sent us all these. How rude is that?
Well,
you
just
swear-
keep looking. I'll read it if you find it. So the one I picked out, I've only picked one because they're quite long. Roommate walked in on me rimming my boyfriend this morning, and I don't know what to say. That's the title of it. My roommate and I have been living together for about 6 months now.
I feel like it doesn't need more context. Like,
She's one of my really good friends. We both have boyfriends and have always kept sex and stuff to our rooms and kept to ourselves. You say something?
No, the guy's called, or the person is called Fossa Books.
All right, okay.
Thanks.
Shout out Fossa Books. I recently started eating my boyfriend's ass after he apparently read a post on Reddit about girls doing it, so he asked. It was never something I would ever even remotely consider doing or would ever want anyone to know I've done it. Seeing how much he has enjoyed, I've actually found I enjoy doing it. It's not so bad as long as he cleans up first. Last night we were watching a movie on the couch, my boyfriend and I. It was late, my roommate had to have been sleeping. I didn't see her for a couple of hours. After the movie, my boyfriend started to rub me. One thing led to another.
rub me.
Rub me. I got off and he was done, so he asked if I felt like rimming him. I said, sure. After a little bit, I needed a better angle, so I got on the floor and he bent over on the couch, both completely naked. No blanket. We're into it. When I hear a whisper, oh my God, on our couch. And my roommate's door slammed. There was no hiding it. It was clear as day what I was doing. My boyfriend was jacking himself off and I had both my hands on his ass, spreading it all up in there. I'm embarrassed I was even caught doing such a thing and feel even worse. We were doing it on the couch. My roommate slept out tonight and I haven't talked to her since. Any thoughts on going about this? Thanks.
Oh shit! This is like agony. It's like agony Adam again.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for posting that in there. Do you want our advice? Don't rim your boyfriend on the couch. Is first up there.
Well, it's too late.
So went
now,
off
she's
to
done
like
it.
that happy place. Had do you know somebody Cool in the Gang?
Which one?
The Cool in the Gang song, like
It's the
Oops Upside Your Head.
Oh yeah.
I had that in my head. I was just playing it in my head though. I mean, come on, man. If you live in a public space, I'm not saying don't do it, but there's a chance you may be caught. Everyone knows that from like being a teenager. Like if you're sleeping with somebody in your room and you live at your parents' house or something,
Yeah.
unless there's a lock on your door, somebody could come in, right? So like if you're doing it in the lounge of a cohabited space, chances are somebody could.
I think room's gonna blow in. That's loud. That.
I didn't get a tornado warning.
Window warning.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like just. I do it. It's my fucking private, man. What the fuck is it with people? I would never have sex in a public place.
Imagine licking a bloke's ass though. Fucking hell, that's got me wrong.
Imagine, having a go at mine. Fucking hell, like a minefield. Like one of those minefields in like Vietnam or something.
That's honking. That I actually don't know what advice to give.
Well, she's done it now. So, what is your advice in terms of her talking to her friend?
Well, you could be adult about it. Say, look,
So I sneezed, fell.
no, don't lie about it. You got to go in there and say, like,
Tripped, fell,
Look,
landed on his ass.
I know it's a bit of a weird thing. I didn't mean for you to see it, but like we just got a bit carried away, and I thought you were out / sleeping. Won't happen again, and we wiped the couch down. That's it. Anyone that's reasonable is going to say, okay, you're forgiven. No worries. Just can you do me a favor and just if you're going to do it, like do it in your room or something. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
There you go. Problem solved.
I think that was almost too much for Josh. To be fair, that one.
It was just, what an adventure
look
we were.
traumatized.
You think Danielle will do that if he asked her nicely?
I can't even imagine a time where that'd be like. That'd even cross my mind is to be like, oh, that'd be nice.
I'm gonna somehow, like, at some point, nick your phone, and I'm gonna message Daniel. I'll say like, I've always wanted to say this, but I want to, just for my birthday. Would you just rim me?
Danielle, I've been watching this film called Saltburn. Right? Do you fancy trying something?
That'd be killer, man. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't want anyone going down there.
You won't give that a whirl? Not for like a one-time thing?
Oh, well, there's very little that I wouldn't do one time. But like, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it because I would feel like nobody wants to be down there. You know what I mean? I've got a hairy butt as well. You wouldn't want to like. You want to be involved with that. Trust me.
Wow.
Anyway,
It's a strong end.
Have we got a Patreon section?
We have got a picture. A lot more of those.
Breaking news on Patreon. I'm told that George dealt you up while I want to hear this morning. And exclusive on Patreon, you're going to get early access to one video a month of Adam's.
Well, I said we trial it. Do we have to give it away now? Like, if it fucks the performance up, like then that's not happening.
As of now, we're going to give it one try, and if it doesn't change anything, every month you're going to get early access to one Beard Meets Food video.
Look at you. You could just wait like an extra 24 hours.
You could wait at least 6 months to just see it then anyway, or see it early. I think Patreon's going well, giving early access.
We're gonna have
even
quite
do the
a lot
video
on
whilst it
there
was away.
I think people just see it like a charity, like it's a charitable donation.
If it makes anybody feel any better, I think we make £300 a month on Patreon, and that sign costs £450 to change. So we need to do at least a month and a half to just break even on the sign. If that helps put it into perspective, it's fucking brutal, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You need to buy that house as well, don't you?
We're all going to be fucking.
We're both going to end up on the streets. I mean, I'm already there, but like we're gonna like, both officially end up there. Anyway,
right. See you, bitch. We've got a cough now. Give us your ass. Right. Bye.